at least one goal conceded and just a draw in Division 1. So you should know that this trick actually works. If not for the lags, it would have been continuously 5-5-5. But sometimes when you get to Division 1, I don't know what Konami servers does, but the servers just make the matches not so smooth. But this trick should work as fine as your match is smooth. So the trick is the weighted pass skill, like I talked about in previous video, weighted pass. And just filter your players by weighted pass. What weighted pass does is it allows your players to be able to give accurate, lofted, true passes. Not lofted passes, but lofted true passes. There are some kind of balls that go into the hair, but they are true balls, and they are the normal lofted passes. I'm talking about the lofted true passes. That is the one that weighted pass has an effect on it. But if you do just a normal long ball or a lofted pass, the weighted pass skill doesn't have effect on it. So it's important to know the distinction. For the normal lofted passes, that one you just need a low lofted pass skill. But if you want the trick to be effective, you need the weighted pass skill. That is what is going to be penetrating opponent's defense. You need a weighted pass skill, and you have to be given lofted true passes in the air. That is in very, very smooth matches, and it's going to do magic for you. You don't even need to increase passing or anything. Just have the low lofted pass skill. No, not no low lofted pass skill. Just have the weighted pass skill. And also, if you are using smart assist, that weighted pass skill is just dangerous. But the reason why I don't use smart assist is the finishing of smart assist is outrageous. Smart assist fools a lot. Sometimes you want smart assist to do certain stuff easily, and smart assist would do the shot very stupidly. So what I'm doing right now is I'm checking for players with weighted pass skill, but at the same time, their weak foot usage is very high, and then regularly or occasionally. Snyder over here has weak foot accuracy to be very, very high. This Kriov also has weak foot to be very, very high, but that Kriov doesn't have the weighted pass skill, so we can put Snyder over there. I'll switch to a standard card version, like full standard card version later on. But these are some of the players with a weighted pass skill that we can use. And we have Tammy Abraham, but Tammy Abraham doesn't have strong foot very high and weak foot accuracy very high, and regularly it doesn't have it, so we won't use them for now, although we can use them. But right now I prefer to use players with regularly and very high. They have high chances of making me score. All other players, sometimes you want them to score certain goals because their weak foot usage isn't very high. They position themselves wrongly. So Tammy Abraham was giving him all the skills, one of my favorite players, but unfortunately at this point in football I just need very high accuracy weak foot, and regularly or at least occasionally for the players in my attacking side. So we have Tammy Abraham. David Beckham doesn't have weak foot accuracy to be very high. Sobozlai, I don't think he also has that weak foot very accuracy, but he has the weighted pass skill, but his weak foot usage, key emphasis on weak foot usage. And these are a couple of players. Most of them don't have weak foot usage to be very, very high. These are the players that have weighted pass weak foot usage very, very high. We have Pelo, and yeah, I think that's it. There aren't any more players that have the weak. Okay, Foden, no, I don't think Foden has a very high weak foot usage. So these are the players. David Beckham is almost never in medium. So these are the players we're gonna use. Dennis Lowe doesn't have the weighted pass skill, but we are not going to give a lofted pass with our CF. I said Tammy Abraham. This guy, Kevin De Bruyne, has the weighted pass skill, but we are not going to use them for now. He can be on the bench. We can use Wood Gullit as well. Wood Gullit has the weighted pass skill, and we can send Wood Gullit to the right side. So after we've gone through all the players, these are the final set of players we'll use: Niger, Pello, and Gullit. We can use Mason Mount at CF, but His height is 178. For that CF position, there's an ideal height. I've talked about the height. You need a particular height. Mount is a little bit tall, but then there is an ideal height I've talked about. That is why we are going to use Danish law. And I'll later drop the standard version cards of this full standard card version later on for you guys to understand why we need a short players. As usual, tight mark the opponent, tight mark all of his attackers. And who is that guy? Is that Doku? And let's dive right into the first match. B and move backwards. We can enter, and then there is like this division one matches are so horrendous. Now just have to be moving like a layman. You are just moving around without doing anything sensible because of this lags. Okay, so nice. We just clear, no time to pass around. We can pass here and true pass over there by a delayed now an offside, but still we couldn't get the angle right even though we're too fast. Now nice, and we then give a pass, but no way. Now we move backwards. We want the balls. Our controls is delaying and pass. I wanted to do the weighted pass skill after doing the back pass, but it's delaying, so we clear over here. We don't pass, and now we moves. Okay, nice one by Pelo. It's still lagging. Wanted to do the lofted true pass, but I'm not getting the chance. So I'm not getting the chance because my controls is delaying. I'm having a lag delay. So with the defending is the same thing. Even if the match is lagging, just move backwards, reach a certain point in your defense line, and then you move forward. Move backwards, reach a certain point, and move forward. If your Keza is switching too fast, then you switch to semi-auto. That's the trick I've talked about in a different video. And nice by Bello. And can we do something and so right here? Just because it's lagging. So that's one weighted lofted true pass. It's connected right with the player, even though that was not a good use of the skill. We need to use it when we want our striker to be attacking instead of the winger forwards. For the winger forwards, they aren't much of a problem for our opponent, so we need the weighted true pass skill to be able to connect with our CF, and we are getting dragged. True pass, and oh my days, the lags are horrendous. These lags are just so horrendous, and that is 1-0 up. And we move backwards, and I can clear over here. There is a reason why I cleared over there. A pass would delay me unless I can pass to my goalkeeper, and you can't accurately pass from your goalkeeper from that angle. It would pass to your next defender. So the best thing over there is to just clear. There are certain angles. I've been talking about angles. Angles is very important. So depending on the angle, that is why I clear the ball over there. I can be anywhere and clear the ball because the clearing the ball is more faster. And see the mistake that happened over there. And oh my days. Okay, that is 2-0 up. This lags just delays everything. But it's 2, and we move backwards as usual. Hoping to get a angle. Okay, we can go over here, and we got stopped. Next time if I get a ball over there, I'll just clear because I'm getting stopped. Another interception. when I get a ball there, the next time I'll just clear it over there, because the pass should go at a certain speed. See, I just cleared over there. That's it. When the pass are getting intercepted, it's because you're not getting the speed right, you're not swiping right, and clear command is much faster than pass, so you just use the clear as your pass. That's an easy technique I just use to avoid all of this unnecessary drama. Nice save by our goalkeeper. We should have gotten the angle right over there. We didn't get the angle right, and opponent is just standing there. Nice save by goalkeeper again. Now, okay, we clear over here. Try to get the angles right. Nice. And move backwards. Patiently waiting. And nice. We get the angle right over here. Let's give a true pass all the way down. Opponent intercepted. Next time would clear the ball. Very, very easy. I'm clearing because my pass would delay me, and I couldn't even control my striker very well because of this lag on my controls. It's affecting both. This is what happens in Division 1, which you just have to use the tactics I'm giving you. Clear, and then you repeat. Clear, defend. Defending, you can actually, defending is manageable, but it's just the controls. When the controls is lagging, you literally can't do anything. So you just have to be using your clear. The clear is the fastest command possible, so you just have to use a clear to, see all of these delays. I shot the ball earlier, but it delayed. All of these delays makes it difficult sometimes playing this game in Division 1. 87th minute, and pass, go back again. So even though I've not used the weighted pass skill, that is the strategy. When the ball is in the air, you have a high chance of attacking, and those are the players you can use for weighted pass skill. Epic players. There are a couple of players, 4 standard players. I'll do another video on it later on. But if you can't use the weighted pass skill, like the way my match is delaying, my controls are delaying, you can just use the air ball clear, and that's it. I'ma see you next time.